Welcome, one and all, to the voices you are going to hear before you expire from this realm. Yeah, I'm saying that's what's going to happen. This show, Mega Strange, will haunt your nightmares. And will be there, hopefully, for your last breath. Not in a negative way. I just feel like, if you feel like you're going to kick the bucket,
yeah,
if you're going to leave this realm, pop on Mega Strange. Let us comfort you in your final moments on Earth. That's a freaky thing. That's a paranormal thing.
Yeah, maybe they'll come back as a ghost. I actually had that happen to me. I thought I was going to die, and I popped on a song.
Okay, why did you think you were going to die?
I had a fever for a week straight. This was pre the pandemic, and yeah, I had a fever for like a full week, and I just by the third day, I thought I was like, this is it. So I popped on "Sail Away" by Enya, or whatever that song is called. Yeah,
why sail away?
It just seemed dude. It was like
you're
it was
like,
nice.
if I'm gonna part from this planet, I am going to sail away.
Yeah. And then, it fucking kicks in. Sail away, sail away.
I think Sail Away by Enya might be used in one of the greatest cinematic moments in the history of film.
Yeah, my life as I die. Anyway. Continue.
No, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I saw that and I don't remember that. What happens?
They find the serial killer and he abducts the main character and he he takes him down to a torture chamber and he's basically going to murder them. And he's like, all right, calm down. And he starts playing Sail Away by Enya as he pulls out the knives and stuff. I think that was Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think that was the David Finch version.
Okay.
David Finch, genius.
Dude,
David Fincher.
He's up there.
Yeah.
He's a fucking G. Where's his next movie? Come on, Fincher.
I know. He's cooking up something good.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting question. Where is David Fincher? And speaking of interesting questions, that is the subject of today's episode. Mega Strange answers your paranormal questions. We put out a call to our fans. Send us in any questions you have that you want us to cover, any short form topics, and we're going to spend the episode going through them. We have a good collection of questions here today that were sent in by you, the viewers. If you want to send us any of your questions, you can follow us on Twitter at Megastrange666 or follow us on Instagram at Megastrange Podcast.
If this is a hit, I would love to do this monthly or something. I listen to a lot of other podcasts and they tend to do these and they're always my favorite episodes.
Well, maybe today will be your favorite episode.
Yes.
Maybe today will be your favorite episode. Let us know down in the chat or get at us on social media. Let us know if you like this format. Before we get started, has anything freaky happened to you lately?
Not paranormal, but just normal freakiness. Went to Nintendo World.
Yeah.
That was pretty freaky.
Did you see ghosts there?
I definitely saw some subhumans. Oh yeah, Boo. Yeah. You were setting me up for a joke.
Was setting you
setting me up in my
and you just took it to insult all of the attendees at theme parks. It's okay. It's okay. I do find that in Southern California at Disneyland and Universal Studios, there is an abundance of freakish mutants walking around there. So for some reason, that's the vacation destination of middle America is going to a theme park in Southern California.
Disneyland not as bad. Disney World, that's I don't even want to go over there. But yeah, Universal, I think it attracts a certain type of
Disneyland
person.
is pretty bad.
Is it?
I mean, every time I go there, there's people who are abnormal, I think is the best way to put it. An abundance of abnormal humans at Disneyland.
I just imagine the scene from Frankenstein where the brain says abnormal.
Yeah, and it looks like a couple Frankensteins.
Yeah.
I'm always in line with somebody who's like,
they're also afraid of fire.
Hungry,
churros,
rascal Scooter stuck in this line.
Oh,
they sound exactly like that.
This is the episode we get canceled.
Half our audience will cancel us, and the other half will be like, these guys are spitting facts.
Yeah, they speak it how it is, dude.
Yeah. Well, we're a conspiracy theory podcast.
Yeah.
So, we tread.
We're based.
Yeah, we're very fringe theory here on this show. Anyways, so you have a collection of questions from Twitter.
Yes.
I have a collection of questions from Instagram. Who should go first?
I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Why don't you read one?
Sure. This is from Glenn. They say, which cryptid would you want to see fight each other? Which cryptids would you want to see fight each other?
This is a great question because Johnny and I love combat sports, particularly the one combat sport that is actually real, professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the greatest combat sport.
Exactly.
I have thought about this question, and first of all,
I think we have talked about this before. Yeah.
Instead of a bell, they would start the match with this.
That's fucking, dude, I love that thing.
Aztec
You could get those
Death
off of Amazon if anyone wants.
So the cryptids that I would most like to see fight each other, I have an answer to this.
Yeah.
Obviously, the reigning world champion of cryptids is Bigfoot.
I was literally going to say the same thing. I was like, Sasquatch is top guy.
Yeah, so I want a heavyweight main event, Sasquatch versus number one contender for best cryptid, Mothman.
Yeah.
And think about this. Sasquatch, it has agility, is elusive. Like Sasquatch can climb trees. I've even seen videos of Sasquatch like running full speed, like waist deep in swamp water. So you know Sasquatch has got that muscle, is able to like, has gas in the tank, can go. Is a brawler,
Yeah.
would probably throw some gnarly punches, has a good spear in there, got some good body slam action. Mothman can fly, has psychic attacks, but I don't know if Mothman has like the physical prowess of Sasquatch. So I'm imagining like Mothman is up in a tree somewhere, Sasquatch is climbing that tree. Sasquatch is getting close, probably throwing elbows into Mothman's face. Gets Mothman into like a sleeper hold or something.
Yeah.
Suddenly Sasquatch gets like a gnarly headache because Mothman is like beep, 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 sending out that psychic attack, putting a deep sense of fear and anxiety into the heart of Sasquatch. Sasquatch is like, what the fuck's going on?
He has a full-on panic attack.
Honestly, yeah, full on.
Sasquatch can't breathe.
Sasquatch thinks something's really wrong right now. I figure like Mothman fights dirty, does like a nut shot, low blow.
Well, he is from West Virginia. So.
Yeah, exactly. Throws a little mud in the eyes of Sasquatch. Sasquatch is the baby face, the hero.
Yeah.
So, I think it'd be a great match. At the end of the day, I feel like it's 50-50. It could go either way. I really don't know who would come out the winner.
Yeah.
So that's the match that I would love to see.
Same. Yeah, I feel like there's not much else you can really do. Like those, that's like the fucking Titans. I mean, there's like lesser ones. Like I definitely.
No, I got another one.
Oh, you got
too.
another one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been thinking about this all day. I would also love to see like a triple threat, like triples tag team.
I love that it's like they're wrestling.
They are wrestling. Triples tag team match. Skinwalkers versus UFOs.
Okay.
Like aliens have weird alien technology, right? They make their entrance like the UFO lands, the doors open up, and then like, music starts playing, the gas comes out of the UFO, and they come out of here like walking in their cool reflective suits, ready to kick ass. And then like Malachi Black style entrance.
Yeah, it's just like 3 deer walking down.
Yes, exactly. All the lights go out, the lights come back on, the Skinwalkers are in the middle of the ring. They can like shapeshift. They will follow the aliens wherever they go. Honestly, it'd be an amazing fight.
Yeah.
I think it would end with like the aliens abducting the Skinwalkers, and they both. It's like double DQ or something like that.
I think I would definitely read a like a YA novel series that you wrote. That's just like each book is just a different cryptids versus each other.
It's like a wrestling promotion for cryptids.
Yeah,
that sounds like my next career.
Oh shit!
I might go start working on that today. All right. Thanks for that question. That was awesome. Okay, here's a question from Jay. A little bit of a silly question. Which cryptid is the most kissable? Now,
most kissable.
Johnny's been
I've been kissing cryptids.
He's been hitting the dating scene lately.
Yeah.
And you may have been kissing some cryptids.
Dude. Maybe the doppelganger. Because
Ooh.
it's just me. Like, I'll give myself a smooch.
Mm-hmm.
Sasquatch is out. He's too fucking like. He probably smells like shit. Just literal shit.
Yeah.
Mothman's scary. Fresno Nightcrawlers. It depends on which depiction, because like they're little cute guys. Give them a smooch. Jersey Devil probably also smells like shit.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm gonna say vampire.
Ooh.
Vampire, notoriously sexy,
Yeah.
legendary creature. Vampire is like the most seductive cryptid of them all. I think that the
Yeah.
vampire amongst all the other ones is the one that's known for sex.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wager the vampire is most kissable.
Okay. Not La Llorona. I can never say it right.
I don't know if La Llorona is like known for being very
Is she hot?
attractive. I'm sure she's hot when she's not screaming and drowning her kids. But yeah, I'm gonna say vampire, and I'm trying to think of vampire's like sexy, seductive, but what's the cute cryptid? I guess I agree with you, Nightcrawler.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm trying to think what else is in Aliens.
But Nightcrawler is just like a walking pair of pants.
Yeah.
So you're like kissing somebody's britches at that point.
It would be like kissing someone's cat. Like, I feel like it'd be like, oh, and you like pet them. You like, give 'em a
Yeah.
little
Oh, that's how you kiss a cat? I do like a full on make out,
smooch.
tongue out, getting all up in there.
That is something I've seen people do, and or not tongue, but like grab a cat by the head and like smooch it like on the lips. I'm like, bro, that cat is not down with that.
Yeah, no cat wants to be like cupped by the back of the skull and have like a human 20 times their size. Like
they
fucking
do
get
not
its mouth
understand
up
what's
in there.
happening.
Yeah, people are so abusive to cats. I feel bad for cats out there.
Same.
All right. Well, thank you, Jay, for that.
You, Jay.
Hey, we're off to a great start here.
For real.
2 episodes. By the way, this would be a great time to say that if anybody out there is looking for a sponsor of this show, feel free to hit us up. We haven't had a sponsor in a long time.
Someone in the comments was like, "Can I sponsor?" Yeah. Anyone could sponsor if you want. Like, we're down.
Yeah. Send us a message. Just get a hold of us any which way you can.
Yeah, exactly.
We have an email.
Yes,
but we rarely check it. But
I don't even remember what it's like. megastrange64@gmail, right?
I believe that's what it is.
Okay, if you want to email us, that's it.
Or just send us a message on social media.
Yeah, that's easier.
That's probably the best way to get a hold of us. We're always checking that.
Exactly. Do you want me to?
Yeah. What's the next question that you have?
What's your favorite urban legend? That's from Fox Assassin Male Wife.
Do you have
what a username?
Do you have a favorite urban legend?
Yes, Bloody Mary, probably up there. As a kid, I always thought that was really cool. And I would always trick my friends into like we do it at camp. We'd go into the bathroom and like turn the lights off and do it.
That's a scary one.
Yeah, it really is, because it's like you don't know, like it's like there's such a ritual to it that you like, as you're doing, you're like, we're about to fucking get murdered.
Do you remember the first time you heard the Bloody Mary legend? Because I do.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's just someone told me about it. Like it was really like quick, and I just remember like that, like the hair raising on my neck.
I was in first grade, 6 years old, and a fellow student explained to me what Bloody Mary was. Said that Bloody Mary was real. That if you go into the bathroom and look into the mirror with all the lights off and repeat the name Bloody Mary, over and over and over again, she will show up in the mirror and she will.
Okay.
I mean, I was impressed because a lot of times when kids tell urban legends, they get it wrong.
Yeah.
Or they embellish it, or they just, mess it up somehow. This kid, perfect presentation of the Bloody Mary lore. And I remember she said that she'll grab you and she'll smash your face into the sink.
Oh my
into
God.
the faucet. And as a kid, I couldn't go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I was afraid to go into the bathroom. And my dad, the wonderful beacon of parenting that he is, he found out what was going on, that I was afraid to go to the bathroom. I was afraid of Bloody Mary, and he came in with the Bloody Mary because he loves drinking them.
Yeah.
And he's like, Bloody Mary ain't a ghost. This is a Bloody Mary.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, Dad. As a 6-year-old, I was like, I don't know what to make of that, but all right, thank you.
I love that your dad didn't know about like the actual person that it's based off of. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't like a queen.
Neither of my parents are very into like
History.
Well, they're not into like.
That's like European history though.
Well, we covered Bloody Mary.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, we did the history of it ages ago.
I wish I could remember.
Yeah, honestly, I don't
I'll have to
remember either.
I'll have to rewatch.
Yeah, it was based off a Queen of England or something. Go back and watch the episode. You let us know what we said. But they're not into like lore.
Mm.
You know, my dad he does love history. He loves like factual stuff.
Yeah.
He kind of doesn't have time for like stories
No.
and bullshit.
He has time for Bloody Marys.
Yeah, you know, he likes golf. He likes
sounds like my grandpa.
He's a doctor, he's an eye doctor. So he's very like straight-laced.
Mm.
He's actually an ocularist, which makes prosthetic eyes.
Mm.
So it's not like you go to him if you're having a heart attack, but
Yeah.
he does say Dr. Acosta on his office door. And then my mom was an artist, turned real estate agent. So maybe at one time she was into like cool, weird stuff, but gave it all up to be like a business lady. So they couldn't help me with my ghost stories. They couldn't help me with my urban legend fears. They basically gave me the classic, like, don't worry about none of that. That's all hooey. What about your parents? Are they into like ghost stories and stuff like that?
My mom is like, she's probably listening to this, so I apologize, Mom. She's like, that shit works on her like 100%. Like she's
superstitious.
She's very superstitious. My great grandfather died a long time ago, and when he died, it was like always like, oh, if anything like good happened, it'd be like, oh, he's watching over us, blah blah blah. Like when that guy got really famous, oh fuck, I wish I could remember his name. He like could claim to talk to ghosts on TV and stuff. He'd be like, I'm sensing a bee.
Yeah,
a bee.
Patrick Edwards.
Yeah. Oh, she was in like 100%. She was like, I want to go. I want to see him live.
Somebody here with a name starting with an S. Does somebody have a relative whose name starts with an S?
And that dude was like debunked so fast, and I think he still does it. But my mom loves ghosts and shit. My dad does not. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. But your dad works in a prison.
He is retired.
But he used to work in prison, right?
Yeah.
He never had, like, I found that people who work in prisons oftentimes do believe in the supernatural. They're like, yo, demons are real, and I've met a couple because there's one in my jail or something like that.
I talked to my dad recently, and he said that he was going to start watching the show. So,
so
maybe he'll say something. I know my aunt watches, and she'll probably tell him. But,
you got like your whole family watching this show.
My family loves Mega Strange.
Nice. That's cool to have somebody support you. Not like my family. I got your Mega Strange right here. A Bloody Mary. My dad and my mom aren't watching. I can make fun of them as much as I want.
My family like will call me and they love when you make fun of me. They're always like, Derek got you. And I'm like, oh man. Like,
hell yeah.
Be on my side.
Dude, I got to come to the family reunion. Yeah. Yo, Johnny's family, invite me to the reunion. I'll do like a full hour set on Johnny. I'll let you know everything that's going on in his life.
Oh my God.
It'll be like a night at the comedy show.
They're gonna hit you up.
Sounds cool.
Hell yeah. I don't remember what the question was.
Favorite urban legend.
Oh yeah.
So yours is Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been a fan of the guy with the hook hand who
Candyman. Oh.
No. Like the lovers park their car and they hear scratching on top of the roof.
Okay.
And the boyfriend's like, wait here, Sally. I'm going to go out and see what that sound is. And he doesn't come back. And then she hears more scratching. And eventually she gets out of the car. And her boyfriend is hanging above the car. And it's his feet that are scratching the roof. And then I said it was a guy with a hook hand because I think in somewhere in that story, it's like a guy with a hook hand captured the boyfriend and like strung him up above the car.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm conflating two urban legends together.
Yeah, hook hand sounds very familiar. I don't know.
We did get a message recently. We were contacted by somebody. I'll have to go back through the messages and look this up, but they're like, you should look at my hometown because we are the American town where that story originates from.
Oh, wow.
But I feel like a lot of cities and locations in America claim to be the home of certain urban legends. This one or that one. So
yeah,
I would love to do a hook hand urban legend episode or just urban legends in general, you know, origins of urban legends.
I think we did do that, right? I thought we did a couple.
Well, it's time to revisit it.
Yeah. Oh, no, we did urban legends based on different countries, right? Because I remember we did Australia and that one was really fucked up.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was like a boogeyman from all around the world.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. It was Boogeyman.
Yeah, and the guy from Australia was just an actual serial killer.
Yes, and it was
then
terrifying.
He was so scary that even after he died, they continued to be afraid of him.
No, he was never caught.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, so it's really fucking scary.
That's the best urban legends are the ones that are the most terrifying. Okay. Here's an interesting one. This is from Hassan and
Hassan Piker?
different Hassan.
Oh, damn.
Hassan Riker, second in command on the Enterprise.
Hassan Riker, number 2.
He says, "Can you explore Jewish and Muslim paranormal stuff?
Okay.
I feel like the mainstream is usually Christian."
I agree.
And I don't think we've ever gone too deep on like particularly Christian paranormal lore, except we did do an episode about angels in the Bible that could just have been UFOs because the way they describe some angels was very similar to the way modern people describe UFO encounters.
Yeah, to add to like part of that though is I mean some of that stuff is from the Old Testament, which is technically Jewish.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I know in the Torah there's like actual references to monsters.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know them offhand, but I know a lot of people don't like to cover it because it's very strange. And then also like the golem, that's a big one. That's all I really know about.
You have said in the past that you would like to cover that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like there's Jewish exorcisms as well. Those are crazy.
What do you know about Jewish exorcisms that is different from like a Christian exorcism?
I don't know much. I've just always have been told that like by religious Jewish, really religious Jewish people that they're like fucking crazy.
Like,
that's all they ever tell me. They're like they're crazy.
We're not even gonna talk about that shit.
Like, what,
it's too crazy.
How are they crazy?
Yeah, it's you know, I don't want to. I just feel like maybe I'm not qualified to talk about that stuff because I feel comfortable talking about Christian mythology and lore because I was raised Catholic and have spent a lot of time just being in that community. But being outside of the community, it's like, do I understand this enough to cover this topic? But that being said, these stories are widely available. It's not like anybody, is like, oh, you shouldn't talk about this religion. It's not like they're, what's the problem if you're going to explore this lore that is already available and then sharing it here? I guess I just don't want to come off like I'm making fun of it, but I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I think I approach every subject with enough knowledge and respect that it would be interesting. I guess more so, because I'm outside of the community, I'm not aware of where to begin to start to search for these stories.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if someone out there like has stuff that in either of those religions that they want us to cover, like send it our way, or else it's just like us having to like comb through a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, then I'm gonna become super religious.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be just reading the Bible page for page, being like, okay, I'm memorizing a lot of stuff here, starting to affect my way of thinking in my brain. Maybe I shouldn't mix these cloths in my shirt. Maybe I should only build doors on the west-facing side of my house. I don't know. I made that up. That's probably in some religion.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But yeah, tip us off if you have something you want us to cover specifically. Point us in the right direction, and we will do our best to deep dive it and deliver the stories that you want to hear. Because we're all about the fans here. Make it 60, make it strange. Make it 60 strange.
Make it 60 strange.
I do want to say before we move on, later on in this episode, we have a special gift package from it's over here to the side.
Okay.
Our on location Japanese correspondent, Veronica. Shouts out to Veronica living in Tokyo. Everybody loves her segments. I feel like we've been putting them on Instagram and they're some of our most popular clips.
She's going to get too big and branch out.
You know what? Good for her if she does, because she's really putting in the work. Who else is going to travel around Japan and go seeking out these haunted sites?
Some people left comments like they wish we could like go to Japan and hang with her and film something.
I wish I could go to Japan.
I would love to do that. Yeah.
And I'm sure she would love to have us. But, we got lives. We got roots here in San Diego, in the United States. But, you know what? A boy can dream. Maybe someday we can make it out to Japan.
I'm down.
And, if Veronica's there, cool. If it's just you and me, also cool.
Hey.
If it's just me by myself, that's going to be real scary because
Hell.
I'm a little bit codependent. I don't like doing things by myself, especially traveling all around the world.
Do a little Suicide Forest skit.
Do a little Logan Paul skit.
Yeah.
You went to Japan.
Yeah.
Did you go by yourself?
No, I went with a couple friends.
Oh, okay.
I went with 3 other people. It was great. I loved it. I had a great time.
Are you still friends with them?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
One of them is my friend Jesse, who I still talk to. I don't know why this sounds so grim. Like I still talk to him.
Yeah.
No, I love Jesse. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the only bad part of going to Japan was I stayed at like a hostel with all of them, and it was that was whack.
Why was that whack?
Because there was no bathrooms. It was all communal.
Where was the bathroom located? Outside?
Yeah, you walked out of your room and there was a bunch of showers.
Okay, so it was like at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
It's like dorm room living.
Yeah. But I did not enjoy that.
Yeah, I've never done a communal bathroom situation, but when we were on tour,
oh yeah,
we had to share.
It was similar to that.
It was kind of like communal bathrooms because
yeah.
fucking hotel rooms in America suck. Can I just say
awful,
the
dude.
fucking hotel room situation in America is so shitty. I never realized it. Usually when you go on vacation somewhere, you stay in a hotel, maybe you do your best to find a nice hotel and you're like, it's not so bad. For whatever reason, going on tour with you guys, like 6 people, and we're just going into different hotels every night, it starts to grate on you. And it's like, the bathroom situation sucks. A lot of these hotels like have the like sliding door with no lock on it.
Can I say something about that real
with
quick?
like a 2-inch gap underneath the door,
Bro.
and like a partially frosted glass window. It's like everyone can see
and hear
and every other like sense you experience me on the toilet. Like there's no privacy. Whether you're in the bathroom or outside the bathroom, it's not a good situation.
I'm trying to think of
You're either the punisher or the punishee, that they're both problematic. And so we found out that when you're on tour, the best bathroom to use is the hotel lobby bathroom. So I would be going down to the hotel lobby.
We
like
all were, yeah.
5 in the morning sometimes, because you have irregular hours when you're on tour.
Yeah.
And you eat irregular meals. And so you have irregular BMs as well. So any hour of the day, I might be going down to the hotel lobby.
I'm trying to think of how to say this without messing with the algorithm.
Yeah, take your time.
People out there,
Speak slowly.
stop KYSing yourself. KYSing in hotel bathrooms, because I would love a fucking normal ass door. I'm tired of these fucking sliding doors.
Stop taking yourself out.
Yeah, please.
In the hotel. Well, I guess a lot of people like do illicit illegal substances.
Yeah.
In hotels as well.
Stop doing that too.
Yeah, and so like the hotel management has to come in and like break into the bathroom. And so they just have like the sliding door like, oh, this guy's injected a bunch of PCP. Let's get him out of here. Easy breezy. We could have this hotel room flipped in 20 minutes, get the next family in here.
Just want a normal door on a bathroom.
Yeah, please.
Also, like, put fans in there that are so goddamn loud that like you can't hear. Like, that'd be awesome. You turn on like, the fan noise. That always rocks.
I don't know what's up with the hotel industry, like every industry in America, where they have cut so many corners. It's like
same with airports.
They're basically
airplanes.
just failing the baseline experience that you would expect. Like when I go to a hotel, I expect a shower to like
work
produce enough water that I can actually like feel clean.
Oh,
but like a little, and I've said this so many times on this show. I know I'm beating a dead horse. I've said this a million times, but this little trickle, 2 drops of water per minute come out of the shower head, and you're like collecting this drop of water and like scrubbing it all over your body trying to get clean. It's impossible.
I hate it.
Can't get a good shower. You can't get a good shite in. The hotel experience, they need to up their game. The hotels are the new airplanes.
Also, breakfast is like 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Like, bro.
Dude, complimentary breakfast downstairs. Here's your ticket to get the complimentary breakfast. It's from 7:15 to 7:25.
Yeah, like what the fuck you?
Yeah, so then
Don't have the breakfast then.
you're in a strange town. You're jet lagged. You've been like experiencing the city and the sights all night.
Yeah.
You wake up 3 hours before you want to get down there to get the complimentary breakfast. And what is it? It's like a cup of yogurt and like some Cheerios and like one scrambled egg, and they're like, yeah, that's it. Sorry, there's the complimentary breakfast.
I'm like fighting with someone's mom to get to the fucking waffle maker.
Yeah,
And the waffle maker sucks.
if there is a waffle
Yeah.
maker, that's pretty luxury hotel.
Yeah.
Honestly, those complimentary breakfasts were on a lot of times not even a bagel.
Yeah.
It was like the box of cereal, like that
Dude.
you get from Costco, and like a discount half size Yoplait, and that's it.
Yeah. That's why we ate so much gas station food because of that.
Yeah, hotels suck, dude. I hate hotels.
I
We gotta
agree.
start doing Airbnb.
That's worse.
What?
It's way more expensive, and then like sometimes people just like do fucked up shit. Like they have like cameras and or else like I've seen a lot of people like.
You don't think there's cameras in hotel rooms?
Are there?
What's the difference?
That's
you,
true.
You think freaks are only being
Freaks?
freaky when they're renting out their personal house, but the hotel they work at, they're
Kinda.
like, this is a safe space.
Also, like they're just it's like way more expensive for a shittier experience usually. And then a lot of people lie. Like, and also you have to deal with like
Have you had a lot of bad Airbnb experiences?
sometimes.
What's the worst Airbnb experience you've ever had?
Recently I went to New York and it was awful. It's just like no bedding at all was supplied. There were like white sheets that were stained on it. It was gross.
Well, to be
And
fair,
I paid like hundreds of dollars.
the hotel room we stayed in New York, you couldn't even open the door to the hotel room all
Yeah.
the way because it would hit the wall. The bathroom
But
doors,
that was like a $50 a night.
the bathroom
bullshit.
doors were like these French closet, like
Dude.
folding doors that opened up,
Man.
and then there were roaches in the room. You remember that?
Yeah. I mean, you have to deal with roaches on a regular basis in New York. I remember we went out and I was so lit that it didn't even matter. I was like, I'm sleeping in this disgusting room.
Yeah, there were a lot of times where I would just sleep in my full clothes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't trust like getting into the sheets of a bed.
Yeah.
That happened in multiple hotel rooms all across America.
We
We
were slumming it.
They were so filthy.
Yeah, we definitely went the cheapest route most of the time.
I don't know if we did though. I felt
Sometimes the only option was like a high-end hotel, and those were always my favorite. We'd be like, fuck. I'd be like, fuck.
yeah, but a lot of times we would just be driving and we'd have to stop in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere, and like the nicest hotel in the city was
It's
like
a
dog
Holiday
shit.
Inn, yeah.
So it's tough out there touring America.
Anyway, do you want to
Anyways.
continue the questions?
Tour complaints. Don't get famous,
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Don't do it. It's not. It's better to be anonymous in a nice town.
No, don't get like mildly famous. You need to reach like the upper echelon where you're like private jetting everywhere.
Yeah, the whole time we were on tour, I
Yeah.
kept asking our tour manager, like, at what point do we get a private bus?
Yeah, he was like, sell more tickets. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's like, honestly, you're gonna have to go to like a 10,000 person venue before you get the private bus. And it's like, our biggest was 300.
the Mega Strange tour. That'll be bus tour.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My friend,
Oh.
Jacob Turnbloom.
Yes.
I've done a couple music videos for him. Mrs. Magician.
He's playing with the Aquabats soon.
Yeah. I like to think that he got onto the Aquabats tour off of the strength of the music video I did for him.
Oh, 100%.
Ride the Past Waves of Future.
Mhm.
That was his first solo album, and we kind of
I helped with that a little bit.
yeah, you did. That was
forgot.
one of the first music videos we worked on
Yeah.
together.
That was awesome.
Jacob is a homie, so we kind of did it on the DL. Like, we'll do like a low budget, like we'll just crank it out in a couple, like 1 or 2 shooting days. I don't even think it was 2. I think it was 1.
Yeah.
Video turned out killer.
It was one
It's
day.
it's awesome. I was really proud of it.
Mhm.
I felt I got a lot of good feedback on it. Yeah, and then within a month he was signed to go on tour with the Aquabats.
Mhm.
He had to drive himself around
Yeah, I heard about that.
in a pickup truck by himself.
That's
And
the real tour life.
he was vlogging the whole time, and that's when I felt like, yo, maybe I am like not beginner level.
We
Like,
should
at least
vlog.
we had a van
Yeah.
and a tour manager.
Oh yeah. Most people talk about like I listen to podcasts about touring and like yeah, it's mostly like U-Haul and they're all sleeping in the U-Haul. And because there's like a
Wow.
bench in the back, and a lot like the merch guy always sleeps on the bench. And then you have a trailer attached with all your merch and gear. So you like
All right.
if you're not used to driving with a trailer, it's a fucking hell.
You're making me feel good all
Yeah.
of a sudden. I'm here complaining about sleeping in a hotel room. But
Yeah.
at least I'm not sleeping in a U-Haul.
Dude, most bands they can't afford hotel rooms and they want to make as much money as possible, so they sleep in a goddamn U-Haul.
Okay. All right. I'm complaining like, when do I get my private bus?
Yeah, Jacob
Not-
definitely slept in that bus.
Yeah.
or
Not,
in that
not
van.
realizing that most guys are sleeping in the back of a U-Haul. Like, so, all right. I'm not level 1. That actually makes me feel really good.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm glad we're fleshing this
go.
out. Okay. Woo! More successful than I thought. All right. What's your next question?
Let me check here. Any topics you guys have wanted to tackle for a while, but for some reason or another, it just hasn't come together. That's from Killian, DS2. There's nothing I could really think. The World's Fair was a big one for me, but we did it.
Yeah, and I felt like the response was a little lukewarm.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I'm really interested. If you're watching this right now, serious, I want some input from our fans.
Yeah.
What kind of shows do you want to see us produce more of? I feel like we have a
Yeah.
couple different styles of episodes on Mega Strange, right? We do monster lore, cryptid lore, which we've done a lot of.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've kind of hit all the
main ones.
main ones, but we can get a little bit more obscure. But I'm talking like Bigfoot, Nightcrawler, Mothman. Like, do you just like stories of these modern day kind of legendary monsters? Ones that we've done that have been extremely popular, but we haven't really a different style of episode that we
Yeah.
haven't done in a while is deep dives on super famous fictional characters. So we did the history of the Joker,
Yeah. Godzilla.
which was extremely popular. Godzilla, which was extremely popular. We did like a deep dive on Darth Vader, which was a little
I don't
mixed.
think that. Yeah.
And
I
then-
feel like the chicken nugget episode is in a similar vein, though.
Kind of.
Yeah.
The chicken nugget episode
That did well.
was an experiment where it was like deep dive on legendary food item,
Mhm.
which is a little like not. It's not.
Dude.
It has nothing to do like. Chicken nuggets are weird when you think.
Yeah.
about it.
No, they're definitely weird. I think most food items are fucking strange.
I like this show because I feel like it gives us kind of. There's a big umbrella. We're just going to talk about things that are quote unquote strange.
Yeah.
What I kind of get a little bummed out about is when we do a topic and people are like, Psh, that's not strange. And I'm like, well, that's your
Yeah.
opinion. But to other people out there, maybe it is strange. You know, like we did professional wrestling and people were like, professional wrestling isn't strange. And I was like, well, it kind of is when you think about it. It's like a carnival sideshow act that has become one of the most lucrative forms of entertainment in America. Like,
Yeah, I think we got that concept over with the people who watch the show because, like, in the beginning, I talked about Sid and Nancy, and people were like, "Oh God!" But now I feel like people want us to talk more like that. Like, I feel like they're we've hit a wall where they're like, "Yeah, more chicken nugget episodes."
yeah, one of our most popular, if not the most popular episode we've ever done, was Weird Hollywood Tales.
Yeah.
Just talking about the like urban legends surrounding a bunch of celebrities, like
Mhm.
the Paul is Dead mystery, the replacement Avril Lavigne,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I know people really like that episode. So we'll call those like Americana
Mhm.
episodes where we're just kind of deep diving into what we consider to be weird little nuggets, no pun intended,
Yeah.
of the American culture,
Mhm.
celebrities, weird food items, fictional characters that we like. And then like what we haven't done in a while is like an on location episode where we actually go
Yeah.
somewhere. So here's one that I would like to do. Keep an eye out for this one. But apparently one of the most haunted locations close to us is the Queen Mary.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
this ocean liner in Long Beach. It's about 90 minutes from where we are, 90 minutes to 2 hours away from San Diego. And they have one room in particular, which is the haunted room. And you can spend a night in that room for like $500.
Uh huh.
And I think we should spring the money
Okay.
and spend a night in the room
Yeah.
with some ghost hunting equipment and see what happens to us. And I've been researching this a lot, and a lot of people say they did not get any sleep that night in that room because weird shit happens. And I think our fans would love to see us spend the night in the haunted room on the Queen Mary.
Can we talk about our other ideas? Because we have a couple ideas that I think are killer.
Yeah, let's wing out some potential ideas here.
The one that these all involve us spending a bunch of money, but I think they're hilarious. But I really want to do.
It's not that much money.
We spend 24 hours at the Denver airport. Like we just
oh, that's great. Yeah.
Buy a flight, just stay there, and then come back home. Like just do a round trip.
Yeah, we buy a ticket to Denver and we never leave the airport.
Yeah.
We just stay in the airport for like 12, 14, 16, maybe 24 hours.
Yeah.
With another flight coming back to San Diego at the end of that trip, and we just explore all the weird shit of the Denver airport.
Oh, I would love to do that.
That's definitely going to happen. And then another one would be a road trip to the Winchester House.
Ooh, yeah.
Which I believe is in San Jose.
Yes.
Or somewhere in
I didn't realize it was so close.
Middle of California. Yeah, depending on traffic, it's
close-ish.
5, 6, 7 hours away. Maybe 10.
Oh my God.
10 if it's bad traffic.
Oh God. That's like
I'm willing to do it.
Okay.
We could drive.
It's further than like San Francisco.
Or fly. No, it's not as far as San Francisco.
Okay.
But it's maybe like 2 or 3 hours shy of San Francisco. I think we could do it.
I think so.
Let us know what you think in the chat. Which of those episodes would you like to see the most? Obviously, you want us to go on location, but
yeah, or more documentaries. I think that'll be fun. Like your superhero one.
I do have another documentary that I'm planning.
Okay.
But that's all I want to say. I don't want to say too much.
Keep that one under wraps.
Okay. Let me get another question here. This one comes from our Instagram, and it says, if ghosts are dead people, why no caveman ghosts?
Someone asked us that before. They were like, why are ghosts always like Victorian era like ladies?
Yeah.
Similar question.
Well, my favorite thing to do is to plug episodes we've already done on this show, just in case you haven't seen them. But I encourage everybody to go back. We did a full history of the modern ghost.
Oh, yeah.
We did a full, like, where do ghosts come from and how have ghost beliefs changed over time? And in that episode, we found out that the modern concept of a ghost really does not go earlier than like the 14th century.
Yeah.
And back then it was like, oh, a glowing haystack appeared before me on the road. 'Twas a ghost. 'Twas a specter.
Yeah.
And it was over the next like 300 or 400 years that evolved into this idea of people die.
Yeah.
And their spirit remains. Before that, they didn't really have that concept.
I don't know if we talked about it in that episode, but I always felt like ghosts got kind of popular because they became like plot devices in like plays and stuff.
Well, even before that, the ghosts evolved by like charlatans and people who were like charging money for you to come into the house, and they would have a seance with you. And it was like this form of like experience entertainment where people were like, what do you mean the house is haunted? And be like, I heard knocking at night. But, caveman ghosts, if they did exist, then that would be what is known as an ancient spirit. And those are the spirits that have been around for so long. They've grown in power, and they really fuck you up. So, like a caveman ghost could be the spirit of the forest, could be like a river spirit or some sort of like ancient demonic entity.
Yeah.
The caveman ghosts have had a lot more time to prey on your fears and build their ghost power strength. So, I like this idea of like young ghosts and old ghosts.
Yeah.
So.
That's sick. I feel like there's like kind of a Japanese mentality of like, oh, this spirit of this river, or like I feel like they have kind of the concept of ancient ghosts like that, but yeah, caveman ghost that just becomes a like deity over time. That's so sick.
Caveman ghost sounds like a good SNL skit. Caveman ghost, a good 90s SNL skit. They used to have a caveman lawyer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Caveman lawyer.
I loved SNL in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm trying to like I think early 2000s hit the hardest for me. Like I mean everyone likes the era that they grew up watching, but like Will Ferrell and like
I grew up watching that era, but I always felt like the Adam Sandler, Phil Hartman,
Mhm.
you know, when Bob Odenkirk was the head
Yeah.
writer, that I felt like was the strongest era for SNL.
It-
And
yeah.
my dad loved SNL in the 70s too. And I kind of went back and watched the 70s stuff with like Chevy Chase and Bill Murray and Eddie Murphy. And like some of it's good. But I don't know, like the early to mid 90s is like the sweet spot in my opinion.
The funniest thing from the 70s SNL, it's strange to go back to it.
Yeah.
We could do a whole episode on him, but the Andy Kaufman bit that he did for one episode, like that's the funniest shit that was on the show. Because like it aged better than anything else.
What was the bit?
He brought a record out.
Oh, Mighty Mouse?
Yeah, and he just did the one part of the song. Like he just acted like
Here
he was
I
the
come
one.
to save the day.
Yeah. It's funny. It's genuinely like still to this day it's funny. It's not held back by any type of reference. It's just straight, just goofy.
Dude was ahead of his time.
I would love to do an episode on Andy Kaufman and if he's actually dead or not.
Ooh, we should do an episode about celebrities who people think fake their deaths.
Yeah, I think we covered some of the Elvis stuff, but I think there's a ton more.
Andy Kaufman.
Yeah,
We could talk more about Elvis, Tupac. A lot of people thought Tupac was still alive for a
Yeah.
long time. Celebrity episodes. They do great. Okay, next question. Strangest connection you've shared with a wild animal. You ever experienced
Okay.
anything with a wild animal?
one time I was walking home from Target,
Uh-huh.
in New Jersey, and I heard like rustling, and then a deer. Like I felt air like go across my nose. It was so close to me, and it was the most terrifying. I thought I was gonna die. It was like I just heard like galloping and then like across my face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like I was like, oh my god. But I think that's the closest I've gotten to like an experience with a wild animal.
Yeah. I've never really had an experience with a wild animal. I mean, we saw some moose
Yeah,
when we were
yeah.
out
That was cool. Yeah,
touring. Meeson.
Meese.
Moosin. Those things are big, by the way. Those things are like
Fucking-
8 feet tall. That shit was fucking majestic.
I think people think certain animals are goofy, but when you see them in real life and really think about how they could fuck you up, it's like, oh yeah, I don't want to mess with a moose
Yeah.
or a hippo.
I understand now why, like, in the 1800s, humans just wanted to kill everything.
Yeah.
Because it was, they were exploring wilderness and they're like,
Like,
I ain't coming out here without some sort of like musket, a brigade of muskets that could take everything else out here. Nowadays, though, obviously we've gone too far.
We've gone too far.
We've made like 3/4 of the planet go extinct. So
Yep.
we need to reel it back. But I'm just saying, I could see how it all started, but things got a little out of hand.
Can I answer like a question that I see a lot?
Yeah.
People are always wondering what I'm looking at when I'm looking this way. There's a monitor. I'm looking at the levels. People are always like, I always see like comments like, "What is he looking at?" And I'm like, "Bro,
There's a mirror over here.
Yeah, I'm just looking at
Johnny's
myself.
like checking himself out. He's
yeah."
like, who's that handsome man sitting next to Derek? Oh, it's me.
People have like just assumed someone's just standing there, and it's like that would be terrifying if there was just.
This
a
is our
man.
live studio audience right here. And
Yeah.
we're just always like,
There's
hey,
just a guy.
you enjoying the episode right now? Yeah, we're good. Try looking over here. Look at
Yeah.
the camera.
There's a guy with a gun that's just standing there, and I'm like,
Don't say that. All right, I think we have time for one more question.
okay. Let me try to find a good one. We got so many. We could probably do another episode of this in the future. Oh my god, someone had a cheeky one.
What's the cheeky one?
What cryptid do you wish was real?
They're all real.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they are real.
Loud goose.
We only
What-
cover
what do you?
real cryptids
Yeah.
here, okay? We're not making these up. We're pulling the stories from people who actually saw them.
Yeah, why don't you change your name to Quiet Goose? Why don't you zip it?
That's a good one to end on. All right, let's go to our goodie box.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
All right, so once again, this was sent in by our Tokyo correspondent, Veronica, who last time we checked in with her, she found the cursed
Yeah, we still have that over here.
cursed vending machines.
Yes.
I was talking to her about like, you know, we correspond sometimes. Like, what could be a nice segment for Make It Strange? And I said, honestly, go into a Japanese McDonald's and check out some of the fucked up food they have in Japan.
I love
And
Japanese McDonald's.
We just started talking about fucked up Japanese food, and she's like, how about I just send you a box of some Japanese food? And I said, hell yeah, that sounds amazing. So I haven't even looked through this. Let's see what we have here for the first time. This is...
We'll explain this for our audio listeners.
It's in Japanese, and I don't read Japanese, but based on the picture, it looks like grilled steak and grilled chicken.
That sounds awesome.
Waffle chips.
Ooh. I have a translator on my phone that like translates based on the camera. So I could like
Big katsu.
Big katsu. Oh. What? Oh, is it just like a bar that tastes like katsu?
It looks like a bar that is fried. What is katsu, by the way?
It's like it's usually
like breaded chicken?
Pork or chicken. Usually put over curry.
Big katsu. All right, what's this big bag here? This one, it looks like, I don't even know. It's like a waffle. There's a picture of a waffle maker on there with butter on it. So this is like a waffle pretzel bag.
I see it.
Go ahead and translate that. I'm real hungry. I shouldn't be eating this stuff, but I will.
This says, I don't know what to do. This is also Korean, by the way. It just says, I'm sorry.
These are, it looks like, I don't know, pancake potato chips? Try to translate that one.
Yeah, this one's Japanese.
Oh, this one I know what it is. Spam chips. Spam flavored potato chips.
It says it calls this hard potato.
Hard potato? Yeah, I'm tired of all these soft potatoes out here. This potato's seen some stuff. This is hard potato. We have honey butter flavored potato chips.
Ooh. I've had the honey butter before. It's pretty good. Do you want to try a couple of these?
Yeah, we should try some on camera. I don't know what this is, but it looks sweet. Translate that one for me. It's like some sort of cookie.
Ooh. It says block Santa. Sun 100%.
Block Santa. Okay. It's like sunblock.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Felix the Cat chocolate.
Oh,
right
really?
here.
Oh, that's cute.
Just a little one. Yeah, and then there's just some like assorted candies in here. These look like, these aren't labeled, so I think we should just taste these and see what they are.
Yeah.
Shall we?
I'm afraid of unlabeled
candy. I'm going to open this one up and give it a little nibble here. Some sort of jelly. Here we go.
It doesn't smell like anything.
It's like cola flavored.
That's awesome. There's a Haribo I love called Fizzy Cola, and it tastes just like that.
I think this is like Coca-Cola float flavored candy. This is really good.
Yeah, I taste the ice cream. That's crazy. That's wild.
Yum.
Coke float candy. What will they think of next?
We'll try some more of these on a different episode, but
I want to try the Spam chips.
Go for it, my friend. Nothing follows up a good
Oh, it smells so bad.
Coke float.
Oh,
here, let me smell
it
this.
Smells like dog food.
Oh! That is so wrong. I'm just enjoying my Coke float candy here. Johnny's had
Doesn't taste like anything.
You're kind of enjoying it, aren't you?
It just tastes like chips. It smells bad, but it doesn't taste like anything. Like for real, try it. It tastes like a potato chip.
It literally smells like
it smells like dog food.
It smells like dog food.
Like 100%.
It's not even a joke.
No.
If you want to know what this Spam chips smells like, open up a can of Alpo.
Dude. And it just tastes like a potato chip. There's like a spammy aftertaste, but like I'm not right?
No, I can taste the dog food.
Oh, you got a special one.
That one's bad. That one's bad. All right. Well, we'll save the rest for another episode.
Are you sure? I'm down to keep trying these.
Well, it's just the two of us here.
Yeah.
And we'll do 2 items a week.
Okay.
Okay, so
that's fun.
There's not too many in here.
Yeah,
I want to give people a reason to come back.
that's smart.
Let us know what you want us to try next. Okay, we have Big Katsu,
Big Katsu,
chicken and steak fry chips,
100% Santa. I don't know.
100% Santa, honey butter chips, or waffle chips.
Yeah.
Leave. Oh, and what's this one?
This is like Korean
Oh, and then hard potato.
hard potato.
Leave a comment down below. Which 2 foods do you want us to try? The 2 that get the most votes will be the ones we open up and consume on our next episode.
I need another one of these Coke float. That
Yeah.
was the best thing I've ever eaten.
That was good.
Right,
All right.
because send more of those.
That was our episode, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with another. By the way, I just want to say this weekend is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So shouts out to all the moms.
Happy Mother's Day.
Shouts out to all the single moms.
Whoa.
Shouts out to all the single dads. Your mom. If mom's not around, that makes you mom.
That's awesome. Shouts out to all the Mr. Moms out there.
Exactly. It's been a really busy weekend and week for us here, so that's why this episode was not something we researched. I was actually in the middle of researching a big topic that I'm looking forward to sharing with everybody. And we'll probably share that next week.
Awesome.
But we just had a lot going on, so this was kind of an impromptu episode. So just a little explanation for people. They're like, why are you just answering questions? That's why it is Mother's Day weekend. We got a lot going on here, but we will be returning next week with a fully fledged, fully researched episode of Make a Strange that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. It's going to be especially spooky. It's going to be a scary one. So you're not going to want to miss it. Turn the lights down low and turn the volume up for the next episode of Make a Strange. We'll see you then. Until then, stay strange, everybody.
Good night.